Okay, what we have here is a really brief demonstration of ESI's new layer management software. The concept behind this is that the new version of the software will enable you to import images from almost any system, whether that be a microscope, a petrographic microscope, an SEM, backscattered light, cathode luminescence, or even an iPhone picture of the samples within your sample chamber. It enables you to import but also manage those pictures and to coordinate them against stage positions. So what we have here is the new layer management window. This is a separate window that's opened from within the software. On the left hand side we have some options to mostly related to display. So we can hide the grid, selected point, alignment points. We can show the main screen, field of view, and also we have a nice autosave feature, so you can save all of these images once they are imported into the software. We also have a separate section within the window called layers, and this enables us to import different types of images and then allocate those against a particular layer within the software. So what you're actually seeing here within the window is an image that I took myself from my iPhone, and it's actually just the samples, in this case 2 SEM pucks with some small grains and some zircons embedded in. You probably can't see these, but there are actually some very small features that are distinguishable, and then also some USGS glasses that are just embedded in a resin. So this was simply taken with my Apple iPhone and then imported very simply using this feature here. We go to chamber floor and right hand button and import image file. It's very easy to do. It takes approximately 15 seconds. Once that image is imported into the software, you can actually use it for navigation itself. So for instance, I can actually see these very small grains embedded within the SEM puck, so I can just double click and the software will move the cross to this position, and then there is a feature down here called move to point, and when I click that, the software or the stages will drive to this exact coordinate. So what you can see here is that even a very basic image using an iPhone or any other camera is adequate enough to really help and assist navigation around your sample chamber. You can pick out individual grains even at this level. What it's also possible to do is to import additional images into this system. So for instance, the next layer underneath the main chamber layer is called sample maps. And as you may know, the NWR platform has two types of viewing system. We have the main field of view camera, and we also have a wide-angle off-axis display. Whenever you take a sample map now using this system, the map will automatically appear in the layering management software. So for instance, under sample maps here, I have a map that I've imported from my main field of view, and this is actually just about visible here. This is the sample map from the main field of view. What I can do is to double click on this region, and then we have a nice zoom feature here which zooms through those layers. Let's just go back a tad. So what you're essentially seeing here is a sample map from the main field of view camera that has been automatically imported into the layer management software. So again, we can use this for navigation. We can simply click on any one of these zircons and the laser will drive to that exact point. Now, a really neat feature is the ability to import images from alternative microscope systems. So a really good example of that is from SEM or cathode luminescence, which is particularly important for zircon analysis. What I've actually done here, because we don't have access to an SEM facility, is to take a regular microscope image of a grain and just invert the colors using Microsoft Paint. And again, what I can do is to come down to my import images, hit my right hand button and hit import image file. The software will then prompt you to click on 2 alignment points on the main camera and also on the image. And once you've selected those alignment points on both images, with one click the software will then rotate if necessary and rescale the image before importing it into the software and into the layer management window. So again, it's a very simple process. It's imperative though that you take care when placing your alignment targets, because it's that step that really is the rate limiting step for how accurate and reproducible the system will be when you click to move to an exact point. So what I can do again is to just double click on this imported image, and then I can zoom in a little bit more. So you can see really that if you have an SEM image or cathode luminescence, the goal is to highlight areas that are only visible using that microscope source and not visible using the viewing system on the NWR platform. And you can either choose to ablate or avoid particular areas based on what you're seeing from your imported image. So that's a brief overview of the layer management window. If there are any questions about that, hopefully Kevin and Rob can answer them during the meeting. But of course I'll be on hand, and you can call me with any questions that you may have. Hopefully that's been really useful, and it's just shown you the direction that we are heading in Bozeman with our software team. So thank you very much.